Peace, peace. I am knowledge. I am wisdom. I am the supreme understanding of myself. Welcome to Infinity. I am. So, my brothers and sisters, I have a wonderful, beautiful lesson for you guys. And this lesson is about the one truth, the one law. I am and I create. Written by Erin Werley. I keep pronouncing this lady's last name wrong. Werley. I'm trying to get to the beginning of this book. Sorry. I'm going the wrong way. So, my brothers and sisters, this book, I spoke on it in my last lesson about this book, and I said I was going to go through it, share a little bit of info with you, brothers and sisters, so you can get to understand what this book is talking about. Trying to get back to the beginning so you can see the title of the book. All right. So, see at the beginning, it reads, we are all God. We have just forgotten it. Because when we fall into the real world, we fall into the subconscious world, and we don't have no true ability to who we are, and we are taught, different things based on the thought process of others, and we persona is created upon us, and we become this character that everybody thoughts become our full existence until we come to the true awakening of who we really are, and we turn away from that programming that we've been indoctrinated with, and then turn back into our true higher self. So I'm not going to read the introduction of it. You can read it if you decided to purchase the book, or if you decide to listen to it on YouTube for free, and and then I'll let that author or whoever reading it, give you better the insight. I'm just gonna just get straight to the point. Just go through a couple of probably read day one. That's what the book called. I mean, when they going through is different. It don't go by chapters, go by days. So day one is more Eric, she having a conversation with herself, and herself respond to her by telling her that she is God. And when she found out the news that she is God, she go run and tell her husband Phil. While Phil playing the game, she interrupt him while he's playing his game. And Phil is a very open-minded man, and she shared her experience with her husband, and he told her, "Is it okay that he can speak to God, her inner self, her higher self?" And she said, "Yeah." So she laid down, and Phil had wrote down some questions, and basically start asking God questions. And so this is what when you read throughout this book, that's what you're gonna learn, that feeling God, which is I am, is having having a conversation. So that's what chapter one is really all about. Chapter two, well, I'm gonna say day two. Day two is talking about no limit. Basically, we don't have limits. We set these limitations on ourselves, but we don't have limits, because we are unlimited beings. We could create whenever we want. It read, if the door of perception were clean, everything will appear to man as it is, infinite. So we had a clean understanding of who we are, everything will appear to us with no limitation. But the reason why we have limitation, because we don't know who we are, basically. So Phil, when I ask the question, who are you? I am. I am. You will probably call me God, but I am. There's nothing else but me. In the beginning, my mind in the spiritual world was all that exists. So the thinking mind, the higher mind, was the only thing that exists in the spiritual world. The physical world did not exist. Only my thoughts exist. So the world of thoughts, the only thing that exists, because everything comes from the thinking mind. The thinking mind creates the thoughts, the idea of what you want to create. And all of my thoughts create immediately. Then I thought a physical world, and it was projected from my mind into existence. So everything starts in mind. Nowhere else. No one create things. And I heard his brother earlier. He was like, when we speak on the as above, so below, as above, which is the macro, the physical, right? He was like, it's 75% water. And he say, no, he said, because that's what his mindset as above is the macro. Then he say, then below is the micro. And the micro is our inner self, is the 75% of water. He was like, why? He say, how unique that is. He was like, we are created from the physical. No, we not. We not created from the physical. We just read it. The physical was created from what? The spiritual. What is the spiritual mind? We just read it. We are not created from the external. Everything is created from the internal. We create the external. As if when I read right here, it say, I thought a physical world, and it was projected from my mind into existence. Is Eric challenging you? No. I am Eric in a voice. Eric is me just like you are me. Every human is me. Some humans. Every human. Nah. Some humans. Every human is me. So it don't matter what ethnicity group you are, we all God. Every human can assist me. When somebody says they're challenging something outside of themselves, it's because they don't understand that they are God and that we are all one. You heard that, my brothers and sisters? So when someone saying, man, I'm channeling something outside of myself, outside forces is showing me something. Nah, you just don't know that's you. Your higher intellectual, divine, intelligent self is appearing to your subconscious mind. And you're not aware of it. You think it's something outside of you, but it's inside of you. Feel. If I'm God, why do I worry so much? Let's see. This is a good question. I am. Worry comes from not knowing that you are God and that every thought you have creates. So that's why we worry a lot, because we don't know that we are God. That's why we have a lot of doubts, because we believe everything that's outside of us is greater than us. But we don't realize every thought that you are creating is projecting what you are living in. Feel, every thought I have created, I am. Yes, I am everything. I am is everything. What is everything? Everything that you can see with the naked eye. That is I am. It is told you earlier, we are all one. Everything. But we humans have something that those other things don't have, which is the thought to create. Let me read it again. Yes, I am everything. We are all one. Through thoughts, I have created everything in the physical world. Let's read it again. Through thoughts, I have created everything in the physical world. I mean, everything you see with the naked eye is created through thought. Those things was not. That's why if you go back to my couple of lessons I did about you know, do we come from the luminary? Are we the children of the luminaries? No, because those things are created from the inner world, the spiritual mind. It is possible for you to think. See that? To think and create, because your inner self is God, whether you know it or not. Because a lot of y'all creating on autopilot. This book will tell you that. That is the one true, one law. The one true and one law. That is the one true, one law. I am and I create. That's the one true, one law. And I hear a lot of brothers and sisters also say that when we go into different dimensions, there's different laws and different things we got to obey. No. You're going to learn as you go through this wonderful book, as you decide to purchase or listen to it through YouTube, that in the spiritual world, there's no laws. Laws is created by us human beings, so we can be able to set order and structure based on, you know, the respect for one another. Laws have limitations. Your thoughts have no limitation. Each thought I, and therefore you have created precisely. Read it again. Each thought I, and therefore you have created precisely every time. There is nothing in the physical world that was not first created in mind. So everything in the physical world was created in mind. So when you get no really high ideals, and even those ideals that you get, whether they're good or negative, because some of those ideas could come from your persona, and some of the ideas come from your higher intelligent self. As you will learn later, as you go further into this book, it is true that it is true that who you are, what you are surrounded by, and the life you lead is a manifestation of human thoughts, both yours and others. You are what you know, who you believe, and that starts in mind. I am your inner voice. I'm always guiding you, but it is your choice to listen or not. I want you to create a joyful life through knowing instant. I do not want you to feel helpless, as if things happening to you instead of by you. Because a lot of us do that. We like, well, what is happening to me, man? I don't know what's happening to me. A lot that's happened. That you causing that. No one caused that. You did. Phil, I have a hard time wrapping my head around that. I am. You have to accept that when you're hearing this, you might not understand everything right away because the concepts are new to you. Accept that you need to keep requiring yourself with them until they are part of you. That is the process of seeking. There's nothing wrong with it not being completely clear yet. Your understanding will grow as your knowing grows. So a lot of us don't have that completely understanding that we are gods because what we've been programmed and raised up to hear. But when we continue to require ourselves with it and and we keep on seeking within ourselves and start listening to our inner voice, we'll realize that this is the true me. The one that's speaking to me is the real me. It's not what I see or what I taste or what I hear or what I smell. That's not me. That's me having that experience through my senses and my emotions, as you will learn when you go further into this book. So my brothers and sisters, I'm going to just leave it right there. I just wanted to share a couple of information on this book, give you brothers and sisters a little insight of what this book is talking about. I hope that you take your time and read it and see what it will bring to your insight, because it brought a lot of good information to my insight. As I stated in my last lesson, I was, living in a lot of my fears because I ain't realized that I was living in my character, the persona. And once I came to the true awakening of who I really am, because my inner self had always been speaking to me, but I kept on ignoring it and thinking that I had to do things this way because this is what the world projected and say this is what you should be doing. And I realized those things kept me in my misery and my frustration. And when I start listening to my inner voice and start listening to the people that who also believe in me, like my wife and my children, who encouraged me to seek out, my destiny that I was put here to do, then I, able to raise my level of understanding and knowing who I am. So this book brought a lot of good information to me, brought a lot of clarification that I needed, as I was getting it from my loved ones, and also I was getting it from my inner self, and this has just brought it home, So hopefully, you brothers and sisters find some enlightenment into it. So till next time, my brothers and sisters, I say peace. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, and share. You can also follow me on Facebook at YHWA Yasharon and Instagram Yasharon H4.